Hello, welcome to Greensboro, North Carolina, home of Carolina Aircraft. I'm George Johnson, the Bonanza Man, and today we're here to introduce you to a very low time 2005 Baron 58, November 663 Juliet Mike. This airplane is equipped with known ice, factory air, ADS-B, Skywatch, Storm Scope, XM satellite weather, and lots of other goodies. November 663 Juliet Mike has long-range fuel, 194 gallons usable. You'll notice it's also equipped with known ice. You'll see it has de-ice boots, it has hot props, and it has a heated windshield segment. All of these are in excellent condition. The airplane only has about 930 hours total time, airframe and engines. The paint and interior on 663 Juliet Mike is excellent. You don't see any scratches or flakes or anything like that on the paint. It looks almost brand new, and the colors are beautiful too. It's a beautiful gamma gray with black stripes on white. November 663 Juliet Mike has always been hangared, most of the time at Philadelphia Northeast Airport. It has no corrosion. It's very clean. The paint and interior are in outstanding condition for the year model. Take a look at the condition of the nose baggage compartment. You'll notice it's in outstanding condition, and you can put up to 300 pounds of baggage up here. Now let's take a look at this beautiful leather interior. You'll notice the big double doors. Very easy to get in and out back here. Take a look at this beautiful leather interior. You'll notice these seats are in almost like new condition, and so is the suede headliner, and the beautiful side walls with the walnut wood laminate, the cabin table, the carpet. Everything in this airplane looks almost brand new. November 663 Juliet Mike is one of the nicest equipped Baron 58s that I've ever seen. Look at all this beautiful equipment. Let's take a close look at the panel. Let's take a look at the instrument panel in front of the pilot. We have the standard airline T formation of instruments. And let's look at this closely. Over here we have an airspeed indicator, and this has a true airspeed indicator inside of it. We have your artificial horizon. You'll notice the flight director comes up in there. And then we have an encoding altimeter. On this row, we have an electric turn coordinator. We have your King KCS 55A slaved HSI, and we have an instantaneous vertical speed indicator. Down here on the bottom row, we have your number 2 nav indicator, and this is shows your VOR or your GPS number 2. Then we have an EDM JPI 760 graphic engine monitor that also has your fuel flow. Over here to the right of your control wheel, we have a standby electric attitude indicator by Mid-Continent. This is about a $7,000 to $10,000 unit, but it adds safety to your airplane. Now let's take a look at this great Avionics Stack. You'll notice at the top we have a Garmin GMX 200 multifunction display. This has chart view, it shows traffic, it shows ADS-B information for traffic and terrain, and it shows a multifunction display for your GPS. It also houses your radar. This has a color stabilized radar that you also can display up on your multifunction display. And these are the different display units. Below this we have a Garmin 530 that's been upgraded to WAS. And this 530 has several different pages. You'll notice this is the basic HSI page with your GPS. And then we have your basic nav GPS page. And then this is your traffic page for your Skywatch. Then we have a storm scope page. We have a page that shows a bigger area with your XM satellite and XRAD weather. And then we have a terrain page, and you'll notice that the terrain is going to come up red since we're on the ground. And then your information page with all of your frequencies and clearance and that sort of thing. And finally we have your satellite page. A lot of information on this Garmin 530 with WAS. Below this unit we have the King KFC 225 Autopilot Flight Director Slaved HSI system. This has yaw damp and altitude and vertical speed pre-select. So you can pre-select your altitude and the airplane will climb to that altitude and level off. It'll also shoot a fully coupled approach for you and bring the airplane right down to minimums. The second column of your avionics houses your switches to turn your Skywatch on and off, and you have normal and audible commands over your speaker, so you can hear it through your headset of the speaker. Then we have a PM7000B audio panel. This has your 3 light marker beacons and also your complete intercom system for 6 places. Below this we have your number 2 GPS, which is a Garmin 430. This is also a 430W with WAS, and look at all the pages, very similar to the 530. This is your basic nav page, and then we have your basic moving map. We have your traffic page for your Skywatch. We have your storm scope page. We have your terrain page, and you'll notice this will come up red as well like the other one did. And then your information pages, and just more information pages and your satellites. Below your number 2 nav, you have the transponder. This is a King KT76C transponder, and it uses this transponder with your ADS-B. Up at the right-hand top panel, you have the ELT switch, and this has the upgraded 406 ELT with the GPS positioning. Below this, we have an input for an emergency antenna into your COM2, for an emergency comm into your COM2 antenna. Let's take a look at the control wheel. You'll notice that we have a mic button here in front, and then we have an autopilot disconnect on top, a control wheel steering button that puts your flight director in your artificial horizon. We have your electric trim switch. In the center we have your control wheel clock, and this also doubles as a timer for timing and approaches. Over here on the right hand side of your control wheel, you have a map light which puts a light in your compass and your outside air temperature gauge, as well as the map light that comes on in your lap down here. Then we have a transponder ident button, and we have a clearance playback button. This has a recorder that records your last transmission, and you can play it back in case you didn't hear ATC properly. For some reason, this also has a second push-to-talk button for the pilot up here on the front, maybe if somebody's left-handed or something. If you're looking for a great value in a late model Baron 58, you've got to come see 663 Juliet Mike at Carolina Aircraft, Greensboro, North Carolina. This airplane has all of the goodies. On ice, factory air, the KFC 225 Autopilot Flight Director Slaved HSI system with yaw damp and altitude and vertical speed pre-select. It has ADS-B, it has Skywatch traffic, it has radar, it has XM satellite weather, it has a storm scope, it has terrain, it has chart view and the GMX 200 multifunction display. This is a fantastic airplane at a fantastic value. Come see Carolina Aircraft in Greensboro, North Carolina, or call us at 336-665-0300. Please visit our website at carolinaAircraft.com. Have a great day.